Hello.
Can you talk?
Yeah, sure. How you been, man?
I can't come in.
Well, you gotta come in. You gotta talk to the cat.
I can't.
Hello, we're up. Yeah, I'll be right there. Listen, man, you've gotta come in. Hello?
The witness made a positive ID.
I'm gonna be sure it was dark.
They also found Hanson's Mustang parked on the street.
Well, that doesn't prove anything, Captain. He was on an investigation.
Besides, we're talking about Hanson here. So?
So Hanson wouldn't even cheat on his time
He broke
card.
into my apartment.
All right. You must be loving this, huh?
What is that supposed to mean, huh? It means you have been dying for the chance to run this guy up a rail.
Look, I don't like this any more than you guys, but he ran himself up a rail.
You're judging him without the facts, fella.
Hey. The facts are,
We have a murdered police officer, Hanson in Tower's house without a warrant. And we have an eyewitness who saw him running from the crime scene.
This is nuts. Hanson would not shoot anybody unless he had no choice, especially not a police officer.
Why isn't he here?
He must have a good reason.
Then he should be here telling us about it.
Have you heard from him?
No. You were just defending him 2 seconds ago.
Well, how am I going to defend him? He shot a cop and ran.
You don't know that.
I know that if he didn't kill Tower, he'd be here right now.
Hanson was trying to put together evidence against Tower for setting up Harry.
Penhall, we don't know that Tower gave the order to get Harry.
Hanson knew Tower was dealing guns. He had an eyewitness telling him that Tower ordered the hit.
If he had that information, why didn't he come to me? I would have given him everything he needed to get a search warrant.
What are you trying to say, Captain? What? Hanson went over there to kill the guy? Is that it?
I don't know. Hanson's a cop. He knows the law. If he's innocent, he should be here.
You okay? I lost a friend and a partner. It's gonna take some time. I'll be okay.
Yeah, the shrink thinks so, too.
Talk to him about me. Look, Dave, you got a problem with me, or you think I'm slipping up on the job or something, you talk to me about it.
Look, Frank, I talked to him because I want you on the case. I just want to make sure you're strong enough to handle it, all right?
I'm sorry.
You're the first officer on the scene. You know the case. It's my partner.
I'm telling you, it's killing me sitting at that desk.
Yeah, you're going to have to cooperate with homicide.
No problem.
You got any leads on this guy?
Yeah, I've got some ideas where to look.
All right. You check on anybody this Hanson might have contacted. Trace back to the case he was working on.
All right.
And your partner's in the bullpen. Terrific.
Dennis Booker? You Farrell? Frank. How's it going, Frank? So.
Listen, I'm really sorry about your partner. My condolences.
Yeah, thanks. So, what do you say we do something about it, huh? Where are you from?
I was working a homicide over in Sedgwick.
No. I mean, where are you really from?
New York.
Huh?
Yeah.
Me too. What street?
Why didn't you put me in with Farrell?
You tell me.
Because I'm Hanson's partner and best friend.
Bingo.
Well, that's a load of crap, Captain. You don't think I'm a good enough cop I can put my emotions aside?
And you don't think anyone cares about Hanson except you.
I don't see anybody else backing him.
Hey, I had to pull a hell of a lot of strings just to get one of our guys onto this case.
Well, a lot of good that does Hanson. Dirty cop's partner, probably dirty himself, teamed with the one guy here at Jump Street who hates Hanson.
Booker is there so Hanson won't be railroaded or maybe even shot by an overzealous partner.
Booker is the wrong guy for this case. He's not going to try to prove Hanson's innocence.
Exactly. Look, Doug. I want to believe that Hanson is innocent as badly as you do. But But because I'm a good cop, as you are, Penhall, I look at the facts, and truthfully, I have my doubts, as I know you do. Only I admit mine. To send you out there looking for Hanson's innocence instead of the truth, it's not what we do.
What am I supposed to do? Just stand around doing nothing?
That's right. And if he tries to contact you and you don't tell me, your badge is gonna be in the trash alongside his.
So, you haven't spoken to him at all?
No, I haven't.
When did you see him last?
2 days before the incident. Officer.
Does he have any place he might go that nobody else knows about?
If he did, then I wouldn't know about it, would I? Officer.
You smart ass, cut the officer crap. You toss the word around like it doesn't mean much.
Not the buddy, anyway.
Or to a cop killer. Huh?
Get off of me!
I find out you've been hiding him, I'll be on you so fast your head'll swim.
Whatever you say, big man.
Great technique. Where'd you go to Morton Downey interrogation school?
Would you take it easy? Penhall is a cop, too!
Look, guys like that, they come on the force. They don't know what it means. Partner means life. You don't take a stand when your brother gets killed, you're nothing.
Frank, I'm after this guy, too. You're a good partner, Dennis. Hey,
How is he?
he still hasn't regained consciousness.
Hey.
Doug, you haven't heard from him, have you?
No,
Doug,
I don't know where he is. Hanson, you were here. You were here. Come on, buddy. lot of guys looking for you.
Yeah, I know. I shot him, Doug. Was trying to fire a warning shot, and somehow I hit him.
I can't believe it.
The guy was filthy. He's selling automatic weapons and God knows what else to half the barrio.
Don't take this the wrong way. But do you think that after what happened to Harry...
What, that I went too far, that I was out for revenge? How is Harry?
The doctor says he might not make it. Do you need anything? You need money? Here. Take it. You do the same for me.
Listen, I couldn't find any guns in this guy's house. But I found this list. It was in a lockbox inside his desk. I don't know what the hell it means.
Well, I'll check it out.
I'm gonna take this copy to Psycho, see if he knows anything about it.
Just be careful.
Listen, you gotta check out everything on this guy. Bank accounts, personal files.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Thanks. Thanks.
Hey, Calavaro!
¿Qué pasa?
War's on, Holmes. We're going after them fools. I heard things about you.
What'd you hear?
Someone wasted my connection, the Bud Man.
I'm your connection now.
Yeah? You the kind of connection that gives a discount to his homeboys?
It's mi barrio, I say. Look, I got this list. We can make some money with these people.
Holmes, you ain't gonna do no business with these people. This family moved out about a month ago, and this vato just had his home repossessed. This ain't nothing, man.
I have a delivery next door for the Brookses.
They don't live there no more.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they moved out about a month ago, man. They pulled the rest of the slugs from the walls outside Buddy's house.
Anything interesting?
Yeah. Three guns.
3?
Mm-hmm. Hansen's, Buddy's, and someone else. There's a gangster's lord's firefighters going down right now. How many dead? I don't know, but it's happening at the 5th Street underpass. Get going. Let's go. It's like a damn battlefield. Booker? Yeah. Damn it. Oh, man, what a waste. Hey, Frank, I just got the report from ballistics. You're not gonna believe this. Psycho was there. His gun matches the bullets they found in the wall. What about the bullets that killed Buddy? They came from a different gun. Hansen's gun? Psycho's dead. I know. Ballistics ID'd the bullets from Psycho's gun. They matched the bullet that they found in the exterior wall of Bud Tower's house. Psycho was there? Yeah. Listen, the bullet in the wall does not match the bullet that killed Bud Tower. Just points the finger harder at you. No, wait a minute. That means Psycho killed him. Picked up my gun where I dropped it. All we gotta do is find the other gun. If you find the gun, don't just think you planted it. Did forensics test the other gang members' weapons? Only Psycho's was a match. Look, I'll search for the other gun. Where do you think you might have stashed it? Give me a pack of a pack of gum. What are you doing out here, man? It's freezing.
Old habit.
What do you mean?
Never wait alone in a parked car at night. You're a sitting duck.
Yeah, right.
I'll drive.
It's pornographic.
What?
I've never seen anyone enjoy a cigarette so much.
Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, I know it's gonna kill me, but what the hell? One of those gangbangers probably gonna kill me first. You're right to quit. You want one?
Come on, man. What are you trying to do?
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Sorry.
So what was your partner like?
Ooh, buddy?
Yeah.
He was a character. You know, I like to play the big shot, order everybody around the drinks.
He was a good partner, huh?
Yeah, he was all right. A lot of fun to be around.
Yeah.
You're a better cop.
Yeah?
Yeah. But he was lazy, yeah. I know, I guess his heart wasn't in it anymore. We just had different styles of doing police work. There he is.
Did Psycho ever talk about Buddy? You ever see him with Buddy?
I spent a lot of time in the neighborhood with Buddy. You've seen me, I've seen you. So come on, let's talk.
Did Psycho and Calavero ever talk about going over Buddy's place?
I bet you know a little trick we pull. When a homeboy jerks us around, when we take a gangster and mistakenly put him in a cell full of lords. You know that trick?
What do you want me to say?
I want to know about Psycho and Calavaro. Did they plan to hit on Buddy?
Hey, man, I don't know nothing about no hit. Psycho and Calavera were always talking. Hell, man, they was just jawing it up just a couple days ago.
You saw Calavera?
Yeah, he's Psycho's dog.
Hey, Pat, I'm gonna go see her at the hospital. You wanna come? What is it? You tell me.
Look, you think I want to be doing this?
I don't care if you want to be doing this or not. You turned on one of your own. What do you want me to do? Pat you on the back? Hanson is my best friend.
And your best friend killed a cop.
That cop was dirty. You know it.
Damn it, it doesn't matter if he was dirty or clean. Hanson was out for revenge and he killed the guy.
If he wanted to kill that guy, he would have dropped him in the house, not fire a warning shot, then dive out the window.
If Hanson fired a shot in the house, how come forensics didn't find the bullet?
They missed it.
Yeah, that's possible.
It's happened before.
But forensics works extra hard when it's one of their own, you know? Your partner killed a cop. And it doesn't matter if the cop was dirty. Because Hanson's dirtier.
Can't find that gun.
Probably dumped.
Yeah. He probably dumped it.
What is it?
Keep turning up blanks. That other gun, that list.
What are you saying?
When I saw Harry laid up in that bed with the hoses in his nose and the machines, I wanted to kill the guy who did that to him.
I didn't kill him.
A couple of days ago, you said you did.
A couple of days ago, I didn't know Psycho was there.
You fired a warning shot in the house.
Yes.
Nobody can find that bullet.
Well, then they missed it. Because I was in that house alone with him. Now, if I can find that bullet, I can prove that Psycho was waiting outside and that he shot Tower.
Well, you can't go back to that house.
Well, it's all I got.
Then I'll go. Because if you get caught there...
I want to get caught. After I find the bullet, I want you to come and bust me.
What are you talking about?
I want to make sure you're cleared as my accomplice. You tell Foley you talked to me, he'll arrange it.
No, I'm not doing that, and neither are you.
Doug, I'm going back there. Now I'm asking you to be the one to come and arrest me.
Somebody's here.
house from top to bottom. I can't find that bullet.
Yeah. I did everything wrong. One thing after another. I let my life go down the tubes.
You didn't murder that guy. I wouldn't have done anything differently.
You would have never blown a case like this.
Have you seen your lawyer yet?
No, later.
Well, don't worry about that. You know, the union, they get you a good guy.
Yeah.
You know, if the prosecution asked me if you admitted to, shooting Buddy, I can't perjure myself.
I would never ask you to.
How you doing? I'm Stuart Tanzer. How you doing?
I've been better.
Let me get to the good stuff. Hanson D is going to be hard-pressed to show causation. She doesn't have a murder weapon, all right? So what we're going to do is lay back, let her make her case, and then I'm going to move for dismissal based on the weakness of this evidence and her inability to show that you actually caused that murder.
What if you don't get a dismissal?
Then we're going to get self-defense.
Look, I don't need fantasies, all right? I was a burglar. I gave up my rights.
You put yourself in a precarious situation. That doesn't mean you forfeited your rights. Everyone has rights, even burglars.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Warren Briggs presiding. Be seated.
Are you prepared with your opening statements?
We are, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a simple, straightforward murder case. I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to make something very simple seem very complex. I'll leave that to the defense attorney. In short, the people will prove that this defendant, Thomas Hanson, intentionally, unlawfully, without justification, caused the death of another human being. What his motives may have been is not our concern. We're going to prove that he went to the house of his brother officer, Bud Tower, that he broke into that house, that he was surprised in the act by Officer Tower, and that he then shot and killed him. And that then, despite knowing that he was wanted by the police, he went into hiding, showing that he was conscious of his guilt.
The bullet taken from Officer Tower's body does not match up with the bullets found in the wall of Mr. Tower's home.
So it is your expert opinion that there were 2 guns fired at Mr. Tower?
Yes, ma'am.
And in your expert opinion, could the fatal bullet have come from the gun found on the body of Ray Sanchez, also known as Psycho?
That's correct.
Thank you, Mr. Morris. Officer Farrell, you were the first officer on the scene. How many shots did you hear that evening?
Well, it's hard to remember. I would guess around 7 or 8.
Officer Farrell, would you describe to the court how you came upon the scene.
I was sitting in the car waiting for Buddy when I heard a barrage of gunfire. I jumped out, ran to the house, and then it seemed that the noise was coming behind the house. I ran back around and found Buddy lying on the grass behind his house.
Did you see Officer Hanson fleeing the scene?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, Officer Farrell. You're a witness.
Your Honor, the defense waives the right to cross-examine. However, we would like to make a motion outside of the presence of the jury.
What is the basis of your motion?
Your Honor, this case should not go before a jury. There is no showing beyond a reasonable doubt what bullet actually killed Officer Bud Tower. I mean, we can guess that there was only 2 guns, but guessing and the process of elimination, that's sheer speculation on the part of the district attorney. And speculation is not proof.
The counsel makes a very good point. This is not the greatest case I've ever heard on the issue of causation. But nevertheless, it is the court's feeling that it is not up to the court to decide whether the case was proved beyond a reasonable doubt, but only whether a jury can find that it was proved beyond a reasonable doubt. The motion is denied.
Mr. Morris, your forensics team said that it discovered bullets from 3 different guns at the scene of the crime. One from Mr. Bud Tower's gun, one from the gun of Mr. Ray Sanchez, also known as Psycho, and 1 bullet from the alleged missing gun. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, Officer Hanson here claims that he fired a warning shot when he entered the house. Were you able to retrieve that bullet?
No, we were not.
Uh-huh. Did you try?
Of course.
Is there a possibility that you could have missed the bullet?
It's always a possibility. A bullet can land anywhere.
Oh, come on. It's a little bit more than just a possibility, isn't it? In fact, you've had cases where your bullets haven't shown up for weeks, sometimes months after the forensics team left. Haven't you?
It's happened.
Objection, Your Honor. We're getting beyond expertise into sheer speculation at this point.
Sustained.
That's all, Your Honor. Your Honor, the defense's next witness, Officer Doug Penhall, has been called away in the line of duty. Therefore, we'd like to call him out of order after we hear the defendant, Tom Hanson's testimony. Officer Hanson, would you tell the jury what you were doing in the house of the deceased?
I had evidence that the deceased was engaged in selling guns illegally to minors.
And you saw him engaged in this activity?
Yes, I did. On a number of occasions.
What did you think you would find in the house?
I thought the deceased was storing guns there and wanted to be able to show hard evidence.
Now, when Officer Tower returned to his house, what did you do?
Identified myself as a police officer.
And what did he do?
He started shooting at me, and when he wouldn't stop, I fired a warning shot. And then I got out of there as fast as I could.
Thank you, Officer Hanson. Your witness, Ms. Sullivan.
Officer Hanson, if you saw Officer Tower running guns, why didn't you just place him under arrest?
I wanted to collect more evidence.
If you wanted to collect more evidence, why didn't you get a search warrant?
I didn't...
You didn't think you could get one?
I didn't have time to get a warrant.
You were trained at the academy. You've been on the force for 3 years. You knew you could get a telephonic warrant within 10 minutes. You were in that house illegally, weren't you?
Your Honor, the term illegally calls for...
I'll rephrase the question, counsel. You knew you were doing something illegal, didn't you?
Yes.
And the name for what you were doing wrong is burglary. isn't it?
Objection!
Your Honor, the man is an expert. He knows what a burglary is.
You may answer the question, Officer Hanson.
Technically, yes.
Technically. You were going to burglarize that house. And when Officer Tower came home and caught you in an act that could ruin your career, you aimed your gun and you killed him.
That's not
No
true.
more questions.
Your Honor, the man was selling guns. Officer Hanson, please step down.
If Penhall testifies that you confessed to the killing, we're dead.
Maybe we shouldn't use him.
That's all we got.
You do so solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in the case now before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Take a seat in the witness box.
Officer Penhall, you were developing an investigation into gang violence with Officer Tom Hanson, is that correct?
Yes.
And did Officer Hanson tell you what was on his mind? Did he discuss the problems of the investigation with you?
Yes, he suspected Officer Tower of illegally...
Objection, Your Honor. This calls for conclusion on the part of the witness.
He's an expert, Your Honor.
Yes, but in this case, it's rank hearsay, Your Honor.
That's a good point, Miss Sullivan. Objection sustained.
Would the DA allow that Officer Penhall is an expert in police procedure in the use of deadly physical force?
Yes, Your Honor.
Officer Penhall, you just heard of a situation described in which Officer Hanson had to fire his weapon on the night of this incident. Do you believe that he operated to the confirmations of basic police procedure in the use of deadly physical force?
Those regulations are there to protect the public as well as the officer. They say that if someone fires at you, you can fire at them. That's what I would do.
How well did you know Officer Tom Hanson?
Very well.
When you say very well, would you describe that relation for us?
For a period of 3 years, I spent the better part of every day with him. I saw him in situations where ordinary people would be tempted to lie.
And would he ever lie in those situations?
No. He would never lie.
Thank you, Officer Penhall. Your witness, Miss Sullivan.
Let's take your points one at a time, Officer Penhall. First, I think you said that Officer Hanson's shooting was in conformance with police department regulations and that that's what you would do. Is that correct?
Correct.
But burglarizing a home without a search warrant is against all police department regulations, isn't it?
Yes.
So you wouldn't have fired your weapon in those circumstances because you wouldn't have been there at all, would you?
Defense attorney did not ask me if I would be there or not. He merely asked me if I would fire my weapon. The answer is still yes.
Officer Hanson would never tell a lie, is that right?
That's right.
But in order to believe that, we've got to believe you, don't we?
Objection.
Sustained.
Officer Penhall, would you ever lie?
No.
Well, then, if you wouldn't lie, would you tell the court, is it not a fact that your partner confessed this murder to you?
No, he did not.
No more questions.
Because the prosecution has failed to show beyond a reasonable doubt that the bullet fired by Officer Tom Hanson was, in fact, the one that killed Bud Tower. And that the defendant has shown that any bullet that was fired by him was fired in self-defense. I'm asking you to bring back a verdict of not guilty. Thank you.
Your Honor, I have a request to be made outside the presence of the jury. Your Honor, we would like to request that the jury be instructed as to the felony murder rule.
Oh, no. This is completely out of order, Your Honor. They submitted their instructions to the jury a long time ago.
Your Honor, we didn't know what the defendant was going to testify. We didn't know what was going to be brought out. We didn't know why the officer was at the scene of the crime until he himself told us he was there to commit a burglary.
Even if Officer Hansen did not intend to kill Officer Tower, if this death occurred during the course and continuance of a felony crime, such as burglary, you must find him guilty of murder, regardless of your sentiments. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
Will the defendant please rise? As to count one of the information, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of murder as charged.